CRC 556, the toolkit in a can. CRC 556, the toolkit in a can. CRC 556, the toolkit in a can.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to the MSC Challenge for 25-26. 4 rounds, 16 drivers go head-to-head for a chance to win an FD2 Japan Pro license. We are back at the Merry Merry Drift Park. It is a bit of a wet start to the morning, but the drivers have been out there getting used to the conditions, got their cars dialed in, and they will do 2 qualifying passes each before seeding themselves into the top 16 battles this afternoon. Now, we do only have 14 cars today due to a couple of withdrawals after yesterday's testing and a couple of fill-ins as well, with Trent Abina and Tori joining us as well. So Tori Marsh joins us, and they will be the first to actually run today because we run in reverse order for qualifying. As always, you guys are my co-commentators, so send those messages of support, those shout-outs, those whatever you want to call them. Try and keep them PG. Shout out to our media who are here. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, Alan. Good morning, anyone else who's here who I don't recognise immediately. Let's go, Mr. Costello from GK. Shout out to Kelsey Ross for getting in there early with an RJM shout out. Yes, we are live and we are good to go. Hello, Mr. West. Good to see you are awake and as woody as always this morning. And it is Trent Abina first away in the air-conditioned 350Z. Tyler West. Hello to Tyler, tuning in from Japan. I believe he's over there for a bromance weekend or something with Aaron Habib, who is meant to be here driving. Sorry about telling people that you were 60, mate. My apologies. I think you're only 58. So Trent will zero out that first pass. Now, boss man, we've had a request already. Is there a possibility to actually fill one of the 2 spaces today? Is it no? So it's closed. Too late. Qualifying has started already. So if you want to waitlist yourself, please contact Sky. That will be for the next round. So if you wanted to waitlist yourself for one of the available spots, if they were to be available, please contact Sky to get yourself on the waitlist for the next round. I hope you're right, Kelsey. I do hope you're right that there is no more rain coming. That was just a good way to test the drivers this morning, right? Let them save on tyres. Let them save on tyres. If you haven't seen MSC before, all the drivers are on 235 wide radial tyres. There are no semi-slicks allowed, so all drivers are on 235 wide radial tyres, and they can pick any brand they want. Tyler West, I'm 57, but Aaron is 75. I think Aaron is actually older than me, to be fair, so yeah, he could be 75, because I think I'm at least 70. What are you boys up to anyway? You're over there in Japan doing some drift stuff, I think? Are we doing this already, GK? T Diddy nickname. What nickname was that? What nickname was that T Diddy had? This is Tori Marsh, who is a relative newcomer to the sport. He's a professional stuntman, I'm told, in his professional life. So definitely somebody who is very cool, calm, and collected behind the wheel. Has taken to the sport of drifting pretty rapidly, and he's going to be the early #1 qualifier if he holds us together, given Trent Abina spun and zeroed. So good morning to you all. If you have just joined us here at the MSC Challenge, this is of course a development series down here at the Mary Drift Park, brought to you by the Drift Academy International, D-Spec Racing Cars, and a number of our other loyal sponsors such as CRC, Manol 10 Tools, etc. So great to have you all on board once again. Right, I know there's some support out there for this man, Dan Costello. He got a shout out nice and early this morning. I saw JJ Motorsport also on board. Mud Baby's on the side of that car along with Risk Takers, I think it is. Haven't seen Dan drive before. Car looks great though. See what he can get for his first run. So just confirming here, Trent Abina with a 3 and Tory Marsh 62.5. Trent Abina with a 3, Tory Marsh 62.5. GK with the Mud Babies shout out. Let's go, the Mud Babies in there, cuz. Zoo Performance on the front there, along with Southside Customs, I think it is. Black and gold looking pretty slick out there on track. Now, if you were wondering about the scoring zones, for line they are 10, 5, 5, 10, 5. And for angle, they are 5, 5, 5, 10, 10. So it is 10, 5, 5, 10, 5 for a 35 total. For angle, it is 5, 5, 5, 10, and 10. And Skyle score, as always, is out of 30. Morning, Lucas Berbera. Everyone's lucky the Psycho V8 isn't on the grid. Bring back the veteran. Can he be a veteran if he did one series? Is it? I mean, T Diddy's a veteran. Aaron's a veteran. I don't know that Ryan's quite a veteran, although I suppose he is married with a kid and a dog. So I guess he's old. .75 lad in there, Lemmy Bash. Next to go is John Zhao. Yeah, I agree with you, Causa. That is definitely the best presented car that we've seen so far. John Zhao in a car that's definitely done some laps. I've even driven that car, to be fair. That's how long that car's been around for. Stalls it on up and keeps going. So a couple of questions as to where Ryan Murdoch is. So the Ryans have swapped place. So Ryan McCook was spotting for Ryan Murdoch last year. This year it's Ryan McCook driving, and Ryan Murdoch, I think, is spotting for him. So we have a Ryan. They're just in different places. And you are right, the Psycho VA. There he is, right there. Hello, mate. So yeah, Ryan Murdoch's car definitely did love the rain. Got an instant 100 horsepower. So after the first round of qualifying, Abina with a 3, and then Dan Costello with a 62.5, Tory Marsh 62.5, and John Zhao with a 64. So 3, 62.5, 62.5, and a 64. Next group of 4 will come out. Looks like we've got Riley McEwen, young Riley McEwen, four-wheel drive warehouse sponsored RX-7. We'll have Cody Bottomley, Kyle Short and Brodie Warren. So again, good morning to you all. This is the MSC Challenge for 25-26. First round of 4 here at the Mary Drift Park. We have 14 contenders today starting at qualifying. So qualifiers 1 and 2 will get a bye into the top 8. As always with MSC, this is about getting that seat time, getting that battle practice in, and the quest for that all-important FD2 Japan license. Now we are missing a car of this group, so we're missing 1. Kat, so that's Kat over there just yelling at everyone. She's the pit boss. I think that's Michael Spicer, I think. The clips, if it's a little bit hard for you to see, it's an outer. The touch and go through the middle has no score, then it's an outer, and then basically through the middle they want to see you transition and allow room for the chase car, and then back to an outer as you close out the section. So here is young Riley McEwen, turned I believe 16 on Thursday, so happy birthday Riley. Four-wheel drive warehouse, good ride and Motul on board with him. Grabs the handbrake there, sticks it out wide. Now that is not a scoring zone there. That is a scoring zone. He's just gone through there, through the middle of the track there, and then he's going to transition out to the outside there and try and fill that up. Has got out wider than some of the earlier contenders have, so not too bad there for a first run for Riley McEwen, who I don't believe has actually been here before, certainly not in a competition sense. Got to see Riley last year as part of the D1NZ scholarship program. Kyle Short, Cambridge Automotive V8 underneath the bonnet of the S13. So judges for the weekend are Tux Taruya, Joe Mulder and Sky Zell. Sky is always our angry judge. He's the harshest, but it's his show. He can do whatever he wants. We're still mad at him for not putting a roof over our commentary platform. Is Nico Reed in the pits? Is Nico Reed in the house? Somebody just said they spotted Nico down there. Is that right? I think I saw a rumour that Nico might be driving at Mad Mike's Summer Bash. So, look, maybe we'll get him up here on the platform and see if that's true. So as Kyle Short finishes out his run, I can tell you Riley McEwen has gone to qualifier 1 with a 73.5. Riley McEwen Q1, 73.5. Oh yeah, look, I agree with you. If Nico is here and he wants to have a chat, then yeah, more than happy to have him up here on the commentary platform. Ryan Murdoch is up here as well, but he's on spotting duties at the moment. I don't know if he wants to grab a mic and have a chat with me just yet, or whether he's going to let Ryan have his first run first. Maybe we'll let Ryan drive first and then get a couple of from him. This will be Brodie Warren next to go. We saw Brodie Warren at Knockout Kings, part of the Drift Academy, the D-Spec sort of program, developing as a driver. That car is built in-house by D-Spec Motorsport. They are available basically as mild or as wild as you kind of want. I think from memory last time I talked to Sky, somewhere between 75 to 150k, depending on what spec you choose for one of the cars. Plenty of right foot there from Brodie Warren across the finish line there. Hey Nico, if you can hear me, the people want to know if you're driving at Summer Bash. That's the question we're getting. Is Nico driving at Summer Bash? Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Is Nico driving at Summer Bash or not? Michael Spicer will be next. Michael Spicer in another of the D-Spec builds. Kyle Short, 71.5. Kyle Short, 71.5. Brodie Warren to number 1 with 78. Brodie Warren to 1 with a 78. Again, good morning and welcome along to MSC Challenge for 25-26. If you have just joined us, there are 5 zones today. Line has scored 10, 5, 5, 10, 5. Angle scored 5, 5, 5, 10 and 10. And then our style judge has a score out of 30 for the total run. Oh, morning Corbin. Corbin Wiggles. I think that'll be Corbin Wigglesworth. Go Mikey. Ah, now okay. So is Mikey part of Corbin's crew? Is that what happened? Is that right? I think I remember that from last time. It's always good when you hit the turnaround cone on your return run. Solid work, the young buck. Solid run from GK. Just waiting for Riley to get the four-wheel drive warehouse machine fired up, and they'll exit off the track, and our next group will come out. Now we did miss Cody Bothamley for the first run. We did miss Cody Bothamley for the first run. So at the moment the order stands as Brodie Warren number 1 with 78, Riley McEwen 2 with a 73.5, Kyle Short 3, 71.5, Michael Spicer 66.5, John Zhao 64, Tory Marsh 62.5, Dan Costello 62.5, Trent Abina 3, Cody Bothamley did not run, and we still have Ryan McCook, Matt King, Shane King, Jason Wu and Corbin Wilson to run. Hello Mr. McCook. Now just for the reference of all of those out there in livestream land, Ryan is one of my favourite people, mostly because he's a plumber and he come and fixed my house when I had water where it shouldn't be. So I do appreciate Ryan from RJM Plumbing greatly. If you need any plumbing done around your house, he is very fast, very prompt, and very fairly priced. Now, I think that is a new car for Matt King. If anyone, I don't know, no, not a new car, just different colour. New motor, different colour. So basically a new car then. Basically, so the chassis rails are the same, but that's about it. I do always wonder if the King brothers are going to battle on the track, if they'll just have a fight in the pits afterwards. It's always fun. We do like to encourage. We do always encourage Mama King to come up and join us on commentary too. It's always fun when she comes and joins us for the boys' runs. From memory, didn't one of them? Which one ended up on the podium and then you heard it had a baby afterwards? One of them ended up with a baby afterwards. It was Shane, was it? I wonder what happens if he wins the whole series. Does he maybe like twins or something? Triplets? So this is Ryan McCook, batch of 3, and then we'll have Jason and Corbs run as a separate group. Oh, I feel like I'm back in 2002. Just that sound of a Mercury outboard motor and a 44-gallon drum. Back then it would have been on a 205 wide tyre probably. Flirted with the edge there, Ryan McCook, but I'm not sure if he went right off or not. There's a limiter in that one, Ryan. Ryan Murdoch. What are we giving that? Is it a pass, fail, probably improve? What do we say?
That was a good first run, I believe.
Just good though. Just kind of okay.
I mean, there's room for improvement, but I'm pretty happy with that.
Now, what's the story with this year? The Ryans have swapped places. Was that always the plan?
Well, I'm just gaining experience in another field, and it's quite nice up here.
It's good up here unless it's windy, then it's terrible. Then it's pretty cold and it's pretty horrible. But for now, it's not a bad view. Now, have you and Ryan got a strategy with this new build? What's the plan here? Stick it on the door and just hope? Or?
Yeah, I guess so. Drop the pressures, try to keep it on the door. Like, this is a new car for him. He's used to it, and this hadn't staged yet. So, I mean, he's got to feel the car out first and get good at it, and then hopefully the results pay off, eh?
So that car's got to be like, what, a ton lighter than the Stagia?
Maybe a bit more than that, I don't know. The Stagia must be about 2 ton, I believe.
Yeah, they're about the same weight as that Harvester that just went past, I reckon. So, all right, here we go with Matt King. That is a new motor for Matt. New motor, new colour, different car, same car. I wonder if this is Mr. Vernon who's driving past. Ryan McCook 73. Ryan 73 goes to position 3 at the moment. It is position number 3, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan is position 3 at the moment, behind half a point behind Riley. So Ryan's to position 3, half a point behind Riley, with Brody still leading at the moment. Let's go Ryan, love it. Shane King, best sounding car on the grid every year. Up the SR, CA 18 power, CA even better. Good morning, Lisa King, and good morning to Kevin all the way in New Caledonia tuned in. Shane King certainly aggressive and fast off the mark here. Again, looking for those early 10 points for that outside zone. Definitely a driver who usually goes pretty well in qualifying there and isn't afraid of the limiter. Ashley Swass, go Matt. And he'll close out that run. Ashley Swass, just for my own benefit, are you anything to do with the WAS on the side of the door? WAS, of course, jumped on board with Shane. It was great to see a new sponsor join his program after he had a pretty solid result here at MSC. See a couple of new partners on board as well with the King boys, with Landmore, the 2K's drift team, Landmore and WAS on the side of Shane's car. Corbin Wilson, you should be paying attention rather than texting me from the driver's seat of your car. He said, go Jason Shushu. Shane King ties for third, 73.5. Shane King ties for third, 75. And now Matt King gets a 3. Matt King gets a 3. Oh, thank you, Ashley. That makes a lot more sense now to me. So I think Was is also still behind Regan Tyler in the TQs as well, who is still doing pretty well. Good morning, Guy Maxwell. It's Corbs, not Crobs. So Jason Wu and Corbin Wilson, along with Cody Bothamley, your final 3 for the first round of qualifying. These two pretty much went backwards and forwards last year in terms of number 1 qualifier results. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the early results. Corbin Wilson, of course, now has the LS1 underneath the bonnet rather than the LT4. He did tell me during the week, during an interview, that he destroyed the good motor testing at the new H. Blackby Drift Park down there in Gisborne. Pretty exciting to be going to Gisborne for drifting for the first time for D1NZ. I think that's in, Joe will tell me the date, somewhere in March, I don't know. Sometime in March we're going to Gisborne. Sometime in March, that's it. Sometime will do, it's a long way away. Here we go with Mr. Wu, the Wu-Tang. Behind the wheel of the, this is the old car that he drove for the first time we saw him at MSC, then we saw him behind the wheel of the BMW, then the new BMW, then the old BMW. One thing we know about Jason is that he definitely isn't afraid to bend the car on the walls. Corbin Wigglesworth, let's go Corbin. Holy Cops. Holy Cops up the LS1. Is that Willie? Hello, Willie. Corbin Wilson for ProWear and Haltech out of the Gisborne region. He's a working man now. He's left school. He started an engineering apprenticeship. Enjoying the mahi, he tells me. And we have a new number 1 qualifier at the moment, 85.5 for Jason Wu. 85.5 for Jason Wu. You see as we get further through the field just how familiar Jason and Corbin are with all the layouts here at the Merry Merry Drift Park. All of them have spent a number of laps and events here competing, so they've done a lot of single passes, a lot of battles here. And you really see the benefit of the experience coming to the fore as we move through our qualifying in reverse order. Again, welcome to the MSC Challenge for 25-26. This is reverse order qualifying, 14 drivers facing starters today, which means that qualifiers number 1 and number 2 will have a bye into the top 8. They will need to complete a single bye round. Now, is this the best looking livery we've ever had at MSC? Yeah, the boys are nodding. Is this the best livery we've ever had? Suddenly half the pits have disappeared. It's not a real police car. It's not a real one. There was some debate earlier as to whether you can actually do this, but this is private property, so I think you can pretty much do whatever you want with a graphics scheme. You can, make it look like whatever you want. Still just taking a look at the replay there of Corbin Wilson's run. Judges deliberating again. 10, 5, 5, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5, 10, 10, and a score out of 30 for style for Sky Zhao. And that will be a 3 for Cody Bottomley. Spins it out. Has had some mechanical problems this morning, so good to see the car out there. Slightly out of order. Well worth just getting a feel for conditions, though, for Cody Bottomley. Alrighty, so as we complete round number 1, Jason Wu leads. Sorry, my apologies. We have a tie at the moment for 1. We have a tie for qualifier 1 at the moment. Jason Wu and Corbin Wilson both tied on 85.5. Brodie Warren in third, 78. Then it is Riley McEwen, Shane King, Ryan McCook, Kyle Short, Michael Spicer, John Zhao, Tory Marsh, Dan Costello, Trent Abina, Cody Bottomley, and Matt King. So Jason Wu and Corbin Wilson identical 85.5s for that first round. Shout out to our volunteers out there on the track, just keeping things moving. Definitely not a pleasant place to be out there sometimes when it's a bit wet and windy here at Mary Mary Drift Park. Now, if you want to get involved in MSC Challenge, they do come up sort of relatively regularly. Generally, it sells out pretty quickly, so if you want to get involved potentially, or you want to put yourself on the wait list for the next round, or rounds 3 and 4, when our FD Japan judge is here, then get in touch with Sky Zhao, register your interest. And hey, maybe you want to learn to drift as well. Sometimes sometimes during downtime we play ads, and we say give the gift of drift for Christmas. So if you don't know what to get for that fussy person in your life, give the gift of drift. You can send someone down here to learn to drift with Sky Zhao and the team, and who knows, they might be the next person out here taking on the MSC Challenge. Stacey Rowland, Dan Costello, let's go my brother. Sam West, is Kurt Blackie driving? No, Kurt Blackie is not here. He'd be in the corner doing push-ups somewhere, I reckon. So we're just taking a look at the qualifying rankings on your screen so you can all see them. Wu and Wilson tied 85.5, then Brodie Warren, Riley McEwen, Shane King, Ryan McCook, Kyle Short, Michael Spicer, John Zhao, Tory Marsh, Dan Costello, Trent Abina, Cody Bottomley, and Matt King. And Trent Abina, second pass for him. Looking to improve from a score of a 3, so he needs to complete a run, does Trent Abina. The bonus for him is that the ponytail is looking magnificent. I think I know what the problem is with Trent Abina. Last time he was here and he drove really, really well, he had that speaker in his car playing Celine Dion music. That's what he's missing. He had the Celine Dion blasting last time, and it put him in the right mood, and he just flowed from corner to corner to corner. That's what you're missing, Trent, the Celine Dion music. Shout out Alpha Towing and Pinky. Good morning, Drift Mama. Kim Thorley tuned in. Where the hell are you? You'd be a good addition here as one of the 2 empty spots. Maybe you and Joe could drive if there were 2 empty spots next time. We're just talking about a bit of a Year the Girls demo at an upcoming event potentially. Maybe you and Joe and Claire Trundle and maybe Sophia Wilson can jump in there as well. I just throw ideas out there, see what sticks. Tory Marsh next to go. He's currently sitting on a 62.5. Trent Abena 69.5. Trent Abena 69.5, so a big improvement for him. So Tory Marsh has pretty much missed that first section, which is going to have a big impact on his points. And then he's flirting with the outside of the track there, but does manage to hold on. Definitely an underpowered car, but rain adds horsepower. All of these cars, of course, are on 235 wide radial tyres. There are no semi-slicks allowed under MSC Challenge rules. All right, where are the Dan Costello fans at? Let me get some shout-outs for Dan Costello out there in live stream land. He is next to go for Mud Babies, Southside Customs. I think I saw Risk Takers on there as well. Yeah, you're right. The track, for those who are watching, yes, the track is very patchy at the moment. There are some standing water patches out there, and then some drying patches. So the conditions and grip definitely will be varied, and we'll test these guys as they develop as drivers. There's that smoke emerging off the back of Dan Costello's car. That's the first time we've seen it. Can he hold it together? There's a limiter there. Comes up short of that outside zone though and runs it around the inside of the track, and that will hurt his score. So he would have got some early style and smoke points there, but then he has come up short of that final zone, so it won't quite be as good as it could have been there for Dan Costello, but competition debut, I think, so not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so train spotting here. Is that James Dudley's old car? Don't know. Well, it could be any of James Dudley's old car. Is that the one that Brodie Mayer stuck into the side of Carl Thompson's car? Is that the one? That's the NDT Mana. I agree. It is. I'm not sure. Let me know in the live stream chat. Is Dan Costello's car the best looking car here, or is Cody Bothamley's car the best looking graphic scheme here? Is it the cop car? Or is it the Mud Babies entry? John Zhao in the LS Powered S13 comes up well short, well on the inside of the track. They're very straight, and that will be a 3 there for John Zhao. What's John's background, boss? Is he one of the new Drift Academy drivers? Is he just learning? Yeah, just first or second time out maybe? Black and gold blingin'. Yeah, I can't say that, Stacey. I'm not saying that because we are on YouTube and Facebook, and that will get us shut down. I want to see the cop car chase someone in photos would be great. Well, you'll get to see that later on. Dan Costello's car is the best looking car on the grid. Riley's having some real issues there with that corner, and that has come to a halt and lost fire, has it? Is that just lost drive? Hands out the window there. Not sure if our cameraman can swing around and get that there, but Riley's just come out of the pit chute and has come to a halt. The car sort of shut down and went straight ahead. Not what you want. Where are the rotary people at who tell me how reliable rotaries are? Hey? What was that, Joe? That was you who did that. A commentator's curse. Joe, of course, is joining our broadcast team this year for D1NZ, and she's going to be to blame for lots and lots of things when she says people's names now, and then their cars don't work, or they fall off track, or something else happens. Commentator's curse is a wonderful thing. Well, I heard you. What did you just yell at me, Joe?
I'm going to use it to my advantage and not curse the ones who were nice to me when I was in race control.
Well, there were those who were nice to you in race control, and there were some whose behaviour maybe left a little bit to be desired. They got different people, of course, to talk to this year, with Nikki and Sammy stepping into your role. So, any advice to them if they're tuned in?
Not that I can think that I should say on a screen right now, but you've also got Joel, who's going to be close to the course, and I know that he won't take any grief. So, good luck to you. Yeah, good luck messing with Sammy when Joel's around, right? So. Yeah, there's a little warning shot to our D1 drivers as they prepare for the 25-26 season. Go hard, Kyle. Is there any spare? Jordan Joyce, there's always spare spots for you. Riley, what's going on? Green Brothers strong. I think the reason Jordan Joyce isn't here is because we can't afford his appearance fee anymore as a multi-round winner. That, and apparently every time he wins a round and I say that he has to take someone on a holiday somewhere, it costs a holiday. Let's go, Kyle from Cambridge Automotive 2017 Limited. There's a limiter in that one. Now there's that dry line starting to emerge. This is good. This is promising for battles this afternoon. On gate V8 for Kyle Short, Cambridge Automotive. Jordan's still in China starting a new DJ. What? Okay. So a question then, if Jordan's in China as a DJ, what's Jordan's DJ name? Tell me what Jordan's DJ name is. I could see Jordan with one of those big diamond chains maybe. All right, let's have a look at some scores again. So we went Trent Abina 69.5, Tory Marsh 67.5, Dan Costello 65.5, John Zhao 3. So a couple of drivers moving up the leaderboard. DJ Shades. No, that doesn't. Doesn't sound menacing enough. Needs to. Oh, very messy entry there from Brodie Warren. Was before the section, but it did look almost like he lost drift. So it'll be interesting to see if the judges mark this down as a zeroed run or whether they continue to score it. DJ Nappy, DJ Vodka Cruiser.
These are all just names, of course, that you guys are giving me. I don't endorse any of them, so just read them out. You guys, as always, are my co-commentators, and I try and read out pretty much anything I can that is fit for YouTube or Facebook that won't get us shut down. We're not playing music, of course, so that we don't breach any copyright laws, etc. MSC for 25-26 competed over 4 rounds here. 1 round this weekend, 1 round on the 29th, and then our double-header final with our FD Japan judge here on the 14th and 15th. Competing for the FD Japan license. Now, of course, if the winner already has that license, then subject to approval of FD, the license can be passed down to another competitor. So plenty of drivers in the run. Now, that corner looks like it's really tough. That's the second driver in a row that's really struggled coming off that corner just to initiate. I can't quite pick up if there's maybe some sitting water over there that's causing the drivers to sled straight ahead. Oh, and it's now, is that in or out of judges? Is that in or out of the zone? Is it in or out of the zone? Where does the zone end? Is it that flag, or was he right on it? Now, by definition of the rules, you do have to be, I believe, in control of your car as you're exiting the zone. Correct? Yes. So you must be in control of your vehicle as you pass the end of the zone. So is it a 1 or is it a? It is a 1. So yeah, so he's zeroed out there. So you get 1s. Tough conditions. I wonder, Mr. Cameraman, can you show me that corner over there? I just want to see if there's any sitting water over there. Is that what's causing those cars to sledge straight ahead as they try and initiate? Is there sitting water over? Yeah, there's a massive puddle there that we're probably going to need to try and sweep out, because that's obviously impacting cars on entry there, making things untidy. Jordan Joyce, yeah, come out of... sign me up for the next spot. The SR car is ready. Go hard, Mikey. Colo just laughing. I'm never sure if these are people's real names or not. My apologies if I think they're a nickname. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Right, Mr. Murdoch, you're back up here again. What was the instructions to your driver after the first qualifying run?
That's all out the door now because the track's changing. That first corner is really dry, and then this transition's wet. Like, our game plan's out the window now. What I reckon he should do is chuck it in high boost on the first corner, and then once he's through the transition, back down the low, quick reach for the switch, and as he comes back around, slap it back into high boost again.
I like it. It sounds like a lot of things to do while you're also steering a car, changing gears, using a handbrake, and using all 3 pedals. But drivers are capable of doing this. So, good suggestion. So if you missed that, what Ryan was basically saying was use the boost switches and switch between high and low just to try and negotiate that first corner into the wet section. Now, Brody Warren 65 locks in a score, but that did not improve from his 78 the first time around. So at the moment we do still have Corbin and Jason on 85.5 leading. Then I think it is Brody on a 78. Let's go, Ryan, from Kelsey. Is Kelsey in the pits, Ryan? Yeah. She's like team manager or boss or whatever, right? Yeah. Now he got through that corner a lot better than the 2 earlier BMWs did, and he has managed to get to that outer zone. So this is okay here for Ryan if he can pull this back together. If he can hold it on track, he should pick up all 4 zones. Flirts with the outside, almost 3. Oh, Ryan! That was my. Is he just having a little fist fight with the car inside there? Did I just see a little bit of driver rage there? Was that my fault? Did I do that, Ryan? got a little bit too excited there, and he's going to get a 3 there, back into the pits. Daniel Edwards, park it up, go to the pub. That's your plan for the season, isn't it, Dan? You parked it up and gone to the pub for the D1 season? Dan Edwards has still got the best dog in D1, or had the best dog in D1. He's dropped out for the season, but shout out to Dan Edwards' dog. Aaron Habib, yeah, shout out. Hey, yeah, boy, let's go. Aaron Habib will drive Tyler's car. Matt King, new old car. Landmore on the side. There's that smoke. Oh, but Matt King's had a massive understeer there. Missed the first zone. Any bets on top qualifier? Well, they're even at the moment, so it's going to come down to the second run. So we've got 2 on 85. All right, so there's a dry patch out there that Shane King's found. Now this is really interesting because we're about to see the top 2 on qualifying points so far, and they're going to be attacking a dry track, so hopefully we'll see a couple of 90 plus runs from these boys. All right, that was probably my fault as well. Sorry, Shane. I talked it up, said he'd get a 90, and then he goes and loops it out and gets a 3. What's that, Joe? It was your fault? Okay. It was Joe's fault. It was Joe. Couple of $5 bets on Jason Wu to number 1 qualify. Will it be Jason? Will it be Corbin? Or will it be Cody? Will it be Jason? Will it be Corbin? Or will it be Cody? They're the only 3 left to run who have a potential chance at the number 1 qualifying spot. Now, the scores if tied will be decided by second run. Sky, just a question for you. If they happen to tie on the second run, would Corbin as defending champion qualify as 1? Would that be right? I think that would be the tiebreaker, right, as the incoming result last to win? Yeah.
Yeah, they should battle again.
Was that? They can fight in the pits.
I think right now the condition is really challenging.
So you're gonna call for a battle if they tie?
Yeah,
Gonna call a battle? Yeah, we're gonna have. All right, whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's very hard to drift in this condition. It's very patchy.
All right, I like that. $50 on the Fox. So if you missed that, what Sky just said was if Corbin and Jason are still tied after qualifying, if Corbin and Jason are still tied after qualifying, they will have a head-to-head battle to decide the number 1 qualifier. So effectively we'll see the Drift Masters style qualifying battle between the top 2. The police car has got New Zealand's richest sponsor. The police car has got New Zealand's richest sponsor. I don't know who that is, but that's what it says. Corbin Wilson, Cody Bothamley yet to run, and then we'll stack the order for you and let you know who are going to be both our top qualifier and who is going to battle who when we come back. And I think that's about 1:30 we're aiming to be on track for introductions and then into the top 16 battles. Just an interesting. So an interesting thing I just picked up there. So Jason Wu's second run. I reckon that's the lowest qualifying score I've ever seen from him. So Jason Wu's second run was the lowest run I've ever seen from him. He only got a 70.5. So yeah, 70.5 for Jason Wu. Matt Kemp asking where the Wuro fighter is. Where's the Wuro fighter? Is it being repaired, Sky, or what's happened with the Wu fighter car? Is it being prepped for D1? Oh, okay. So Jason's made a choice to drive in that car. You can drive that one a little bit harder. Apparently, you can drive it straight into your door. Cody Bothamley last to go for qualifying, and then we'll give you the order, but at the moment it does look pretty solid for Corbin Wilson. So unless Cody Bothamley gets more than 85.5, it is going to be Corbin Wilson who's going to qualify number one, and it will be Corbin because he has just missed that outside zone. Definitely looking better now that he's found some dry track for Cody Bothamley. I think he saved that one and he should bank a score here. Cody Bothamley looking to improve from a score so far of a 3, so it should be better than that. Looked like I think it was a complete run. Sorry, that one just flew away, so I just grabbed that one for you. So. All right, so that is qualifying completed here at MSC Challenge for 25-26. Round number 1. The scores were for line, they were 10, 5, 5, 10, 5. For angle, they were 5, 5, 5, 10, and 10. And the style score was out of 30. So I'll give you the final qualifying order very shortly. I would love to see Jason glued to someone's door for once. I think Jason did. I think Jason hit Corbin last year. I'm pretty sure he hit Corbin last year. Sounds like you're throwing out the challenge there, Matt. Where are you, by the way? Where are you, Matt? Usually you're here. Another season off for sailing, is it? You sort of do every second MSC. So thank you, judges. Sky Zhao, Joe Mulder, and Tux Taruya, our three wise people this morning. And the scores lock in, and the qualifying order is Corbin Wilson qualifies number 1 with an 85.5. And an 80, Jason Wu qualifies 2 with an 85.5 and a 70.5, so they will have a bye into the top 8. Brodie Warren 3, Shane King 4, Riley McEwen 5, Ryan McCook 6, Kyle Short 7, Trent Abena 8, Tory Marsh 9, Cody Bothamley 10, Michael Spicer 11, Dan Costello 12, John Zhao 13, and Matt King 14. So congratulations, Corbin Wilson, continuing on that run of form now with the LS1 power. So Corbin Wilson, Jason Wu have a buy into the 8, and then Brody Warren, Shane King, Riley McEwen, Ryan McCook, Kyle Short, Trent Abina, Tory Marsh, Cody Bothamley, Michael Spicer, Dan Costello, John Zhao, and Matt King is how they will line up for battles into the 16 this afternoon. Expect that we will be back on air about 1:30. Yeah, Adam, look, I did get a demand from your wife actually for a coffee earlier. Apparently I should have been considerate and got her a coffee when I went to Hampton Downs. I got one for myself. I did give her chocolate though, so hopefully that'll keep her happy for a little while anyway. That's it for us for this morning for qualifying here at MSC round number 1 for 25-26. Back on air at around 1:30 this afternoon. Join us again for the live stream. Send those shout-outs, those messages of support. And if you see something you like, jump into the Facebook chats or DMs of any of the drivers. Offer your support to them, and hey, you might be behind somebody who is the next big thing here in drifting.
CRC 556, the toolkit in a can. CRC 556, the toolkit in a can.